Excited to be here. First, I just want to say I want to thank the Minnesota Vikings giving me this opportunity. I want to thank my family, most importantly, getting me here, keeping my head straight. My son, most importantly, always motivated me to keep going. And yeah, just like I said, blessed to be here. Great for this opportunity.
Why do you want to be a Viking?
You know, this is a question, my agent was asking me as well. Had opportunities, obviously, to talk to other teams, but I felt like this was a perfect fit for me. Knowing my coaches with Arizona had, talked to me about the coaches, the staff here. That kind of gave me, advice and, the stuff that they do here. So I kind of, related to that, connected with that, and I just felt like that was the most important thing for me to hear about how the coaches and the culture here, how they ran things up here.
Did you check in with Pat Peterson or Jordan?
Yeah, talked to those guys as well. Jordan Hicks called me, had a great conversation with him. We talked about a couple of things as well. Obviously, Pat P, he's been my mentor since, my rookie year, so that's like my big brother. Congrats to him as well. Had to say that. That's my guy. But, yeah, I talked to Pat. Told me about like the same thing Jordan said. The culture here is something that is different. You're gonna love it. So I just took the advice in. Hearing other guys out, obviously who's been in the same program as me. So came here and seen a difference, which was one of the biggest things that impacted me as well.
You gonna be an outside cornerback, or is there any chance you can play in the slot, or where are you gonna play?
You know what? I'm a team guy, so wherever the team puts me, if I play outside or inside, I've been playing both my whole career. So like I said, wherever the team, the coaches want me to be, I'm down to play.
Byron, what do you know about Brian Flores, and what are you thinking about joining his defense?
I don't know too much about him. I've only heard good things about him. Heard he likes to play man, and that's something I like to do as a corner. Mindset, locking things up. That's what I like to do. So heard a lot of great things about him. Can't wait to get coached by him, learn his ways and how he goes about things. And just like I said, excited to go here and enjoy this process.
Byron, when you said Pat P is your mentor, what did he do for you in Arizona that just stands out and you remember?
I would say from day one, he was like, "You ready to work?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, I'm ready to work." But I kind of, before I actually got drafted to Arizona, I got to go to one of his car shows. So this is the first time I met him. He was at a car show. A whole bunch of cars, fast cars and all this thing. I'm just like, dang, bro, these all your cars? Like, all yours? He was like, yeah, these mine. I'm like, oh, man, okay. But, just being from Arizona, I got to grow up and watch him his whole career. Got a chance to play with him for a little bit, but like I said, the day one, he's been there as an older brother, mentor. Like I said, kind of coaching me through my ways, telling me get better at this, even taking notes, watching him do those things. Just gonna pass down to the younger guys, and me being one of those younger guys in the room. Everything helped me to it. He basically took advantage of those opportunities and helped me as well.
Byron, welcome to Minnesota. Kind of along those lines, the team just announced today that Harrison Smith did some restructuring to stay here. Obviously plays safety, but just what do you look forward to about getting to work with him?
No, that's I seen that news and I was just like, man, that's a great player. Obviously watching him as well, but knowing and hearing the type of leader he is on this team, that's a big thing. To have someone like that and that good of a player to come and lead that way, be a vocal leader. So I can't wait to get on the field beside him. Like I said, just see the ways how everything goes here, the players how they go, and just come here and work and get do what we got to do to get to where we want to be.
Byron, when it comes to playing inside versus out, I guess what's the biggest difference having done a lot of that in your career?
So my first time actually moving inside was my rookie year. I've played outside my college and whole life. I would say for nickel, it's more space. Obviously, you're in the middle of the field. You don't know what you can get. More, motions, those type of things, being in the gaps and all those type of things. I think at corner, it's just out there, you're on the island. And being inside, so it's a lot of more details, I would say, fitting in the gaps and those type of stuff.
What was the free agent process like, just navigating all day Monday into Tuesday, then coming to an agreement on Tuesday night?
The thing for me, I had my family around me, so I was pretty, just chilling. Had my son with me. I was just training, working out. I think the process, like I said, I was just blessed and, blessing for the opportunity to even be in that position. But, yeah, the process was, like I said, it was blessed, but at the same time, kind of not trying to overthink things. And, God's work, God's plan happened to be here, so I'm happy and grateful to be here.
Brian, you mentioned you like playing man coverage. What is it about playing man that you feel like is something you enjoy or something that fits with your skill set?
I think both. I think as a corner, just having that type of mindset is what's really, can help your game as well. Knowing, if you like to play man, you get to obviously guard who's in front of you and lock that person up. But played a whole bunch of different defenses, but, man's just a thing I think for corners we like to do.
Byron, also you'll get to go up and practice against the likes of Justin Jefferson and whatnot. How excited are you for you to not only have that, but get on a team with that kind of talent?
Man, that's a blessing. You get to come to practice every day and go against the best, one of the best, if not the best. That's a good thing to go, like I said, to go every single day, go out there and practice, go against a player like that who's, you know, obviously, like I said, one of the best. So it's going to get me better every single day, and hopefully I'm going to get him better every single day as well.
Aaron, what was it about the way people in Arizona talked about these coaches in this place that really stuck out to you?
So for me, the corners coaches were kind of the guys who kind of knew each other kind of more, like Rob. Talking to him for a little bit, he was just like, man, you're going to go up there with a great group of guys who actually care about their players and that type of thing. So all those little details and stuff that I was looking at, he kind of answered for me. Last night we had a chance to have dinner. We didn't really talk about football too much. We kind of talked about life, which is kind of, you know, interesting as well, just to see how everyone, you know. But yeah, so yeah.
The Vikings recently came up #1 in that NFLPA survey. Was that discussed much by anybody during the free agency process, and in what capacity?
I would say I can tell since I've got here. Everything here is nice. I'm not gonna lie, everything. But like I said, for me to come here and see how much, you know, I would say time and effort they put into this building, into their players, to the coaches, to the people upstairs, is just a blessing to be able to come here and see that and be a part of something like that. So it's a blessing to see how nice this whole facility is.
Meals or anything either.
Say it one more time.
Won't have to pay for any meals.
Oh, no, I think it's free upstairs, so I'm good now. It's all you can eat now.
Byron, you've mentioned your son a couple times. Just wondering if you can tell us a little bit about him and maybe how he's impacted your perspective on your career.
Man, so for me, I found out having a kid the day I was going to college. I was 17. I would say it was hard at first, obviously, trying to go to college, knowing you're having a kid. But at the end of the day, it was a blessing. I think it's the biggest blessing of my life. Just, you know, changed me to grow as a man, you know, quicker, faster. Someone who motivates me every single day. Like, every time I wake up, you just know I have a why. So that's my why. And like I said, every day just motivates me. And now he's playing basketball right now, so he's a little hooper right now. So he's doing good. Yeah.
Byron, last year with the back injury, just what was it like going through that, and how are you feeling right now?
Oh, man, that was I would say a not terrible experience, but knowing that this game comes with ups and downs. Obviously, not trying to get hurt was the mindset I had going into any season, not trying to get hurt. But, you know, things happen. Had to sit out some games. You know, it's hard when you just got to sit there, go through all the treatments and everything, seeing your guys practice and compete on Sunday, all those type of things. But, you know, it just kind of made me sit back and realize how grateful I am to be able to play this game. And now, 100%. So I'm back working out, doing everything I got to do. So I'm just excited to get it going.
What was the recovery process for that? Was it just rest, or did you have to get any surgery done for it?
A lot of core work. No surgery, just a lot of core work to strengthen everything back up.
How familiar are you with Minnesota? The weather, it's usually like this, but
Mhm.
not in the summertime.
No, I'm not too familiar with it. I've been out here twice to see a friend, so I kind of been out here. I got to experience a couple places, but I still don't even know a name or anything out here. So I'm quick to learn, happy to learn about everything, and like I said, just ready to get here and get everything going.
Byron, being on the opposing sideline last year, what's your perspective on the bank and being a part of that this coming season?
I would say definitely the atmosphere here. Playing in this stadium, I'm just like, man, it's loud in here. It's super loud in here. But that was the biggest thing for me when I first entered the stadium. I'm just like, man, the people here, everything, I feel like the crowd's into it. So it was just a different feeling, you know. Obviously, when I got here, I'm just like, man, now I get to have a chance to, you know, go in that stadium and do the same thing.
What do you remember about that fumble return against the Raiders? A lot of people, link your name to that.
Number one thing I remember is not throwing the ball again. I'm gonna take the ball to Arizona next time and not throw it in. It almost caused a game, but yeah, just finishing the play. The last thing I kind of remember was everything was just blurry. Everything was it happened so fast for me. Thank you.